What's up, family? Marcus here with the Puka Minute Podcast. I'm here to bring to you a Firing from the Hip episode. Here we are in our car again, taking another little road trip. We gotta go pick up some body armor. That's right, my body armor is ready for pickup in Moline, Illinois, so I get to drive for an hour or so, hour and a half maybe, I don't know. And I figured what a better time to shoot from the hip with another podcast. And today is the 22nd of December, just 3 more days till the big day, the Christmas day. Hope you all are having a wonderful December. Thank you for all 155 subscribers that are here and all 20 Patreons that are always dedicated to the success of the Puka Minute Podcast, even though there might be some, weird noises in the background like semis and, missiles being fired from silos and random donkeys and deer running in the street and their hooves clippity-cloppeting around. Maybe they're reindeer, You never know what is in the background. Sometimes it's even Cohen, but I can guarantee you that it is not Cohen today. All of this is irrelevant, and I'm sorry. But, hey, that's what happens when you shoot from the hip. You talk about rando stuff. So, no, not Rambo, Julian, random stuff. Okay, so let's talk about trades on Pucatrade. So we just got confirmed shipped to us a Gifts Ungiven from Saviors and a... what the hell was it? Damn it. This is the bad part about shooting from the hip. I forget things. The other one was... Oh yeah, a Time Spiral from Urza Saga. So there's that. And then we are sending out a whole heap of stuff. And in order to say all of those, let me just open up my browser real fast, just so I can be accurate on what we're sending out. And it's quite a bit of cards, I do believe. I did my hashtag one trade a day today and yesterday. Of course, it's filtered as completed cards. We got an Atraxa, Praetor's Voice, sending out. Goblin Pallet Driver from Onslaught. A Terminate from... I think that's a Commander series. And then a Treva the Renewer. And then a Bloodbraid Elf from EMA, and a Virtuitous Gear Hulk. So those are the outgoing trades. The Virtuitous Gear Hulk and the Bloodbraid Elf are going to Strictly Santa, one of my favorite people that I have met on Discord. So shout out to you, Strictly Santa. If you guys are not involved in Discord yet, I suggest that you get involved because there is a great community of brewing in there. So check it out. Get some trades done, reciprocals. There's people that do bonuses on there. There's all kinds of goodies. There's people that just out of the goodness of their heart, like myself, that like to just send out a trade here and there for no reason at all, other than to just be kind and to keep the community growing. If you are on the fence about using Discord, there are plenty of people I could send you to, other than myself, of course, that live by it. Because I know there's people out there that, they weren't getting any random trades coming their way until they got on Discord, and everything changed for them. So definitely something you want to check out. So moving on. Let's talk about the giveaway, and today's giveaway winner is this pancake without syrup. You are so bland, my friend, but congratulations, and I would say to enjoy these 300 Puka points, but we're actually going to send you 4 cards from the new Atraxa deck, the Commander Atraxa deck. So, please DM me to collect your winnings on Twitter at @MTJevicMarcus. If you don't have Twitter, email me, pukaminute@gmail.com, and get me your address, claim your prize. Your name is down below. At least Julian should... You know what? Julian should have been flashing it this whole time. And you can claim it. and we'll send you 4 delicious treats from that deck directly to your house or P.O. box, depending. But moving on, now let's talk about some pro tip action. You need a pro tip today because you need to be successful. Because you're thinking to yourself, man, I sure wish I could do this Pucatrade thing a little bit better. The day before, our last podcast episode, I was smart and I added some sealed product to my want list. What else could I do? Well, I'll tell you what you can do. You could go to Pucatrade.com right now, and then you could log in, of course, and hit that Send Cards button on the top right. It is blue in color. Now, when that comes up, you have multiple options. You could filter by active traders. You could filter by new users. And here's my suggestion and today's pro tip. Select new users. Find out which ones are out there, what they want. When you find one that matches a decent amount of the stuff that you want to send out, contact them. That's right. Directly message them on Pucatrade. Let them know what cards you have that they want. All right. Now, these are new users, so they're going to be pretty excited to get some trades going. You message them and tell them what cards you got that they want, and you let them know that you would be more than willing to send some cards their way, and that you have been on Pucatrade for quite some time, and you're looking for some cards yourself. Open the door to a new friendship and see if you guys can make a trade together. Maybe, you can just maybe get a deal where you can send out some cards that you definitely don't need anymore, and you can get in some cards that you definitely do need. Maybe you're building a cube and you have an extensive list. Maybe that new user can really help out your want list and make it a little bit smaller. And remember, you can do this multiple times. You can send a message to as many new users as you see fit. You don't have to just do one and hope that it works. Guys, you will get back what you put in. I'm talking effort here. If you put in a lot of effort in trying to get some trades going, I promise you, you'll have much more luck than just having points, having a want list, and sitting back and hoping for the best. This is not the Pucatrade of old. Yes, random trades do come from time to time. But if you're one of these guys internationally and you're having a rough time, I guarantee you'll have more luck if you reach out and spread your information to other people out there. So, a summary of what the pro tip is to build relationships with new traders. I'm not saying you shun the traders that have been around for a long time. I'm not saying you start ignoring me because I've been doing this for a while. I'm just saying that why don't you spend a little bit of time reaching out to some new traders and seeing if you can make something happen. Now remember, if they have a low amount of Puca points as being a new member, you're not going to be able to see all of their want list. If they have a card that's worth $20 on their want list and they have $10 worth of points, you will not see that card. So make sure you ask them if there are any cards that you do not see, because that is also a valid point. So good luck, reach out, and then you can make something happen. Alright guys, it's time to send you a little bit of a reminder. That's right, the SOTM, the staple of the month. Please use that hashtag on Twitter. Spread the word. That SOTM is the Expedition Wooded Bastion. And since I mentioned the whole hashtag thing, guys, I need your help. Okay? The Patreons are the only ones that can win this one. And in order to be able to continue to do this, we all know that it is not cheap to give away a card like this every month. So, I know a lot of you are already contributing, but those of you that are not, if you can send in just $1 a month, it goes a long way. Because there are plenty of you where if you gather together and all add $1, it can really, really help me out. The longevity of this, I do not see an end in sight. But that is because I'm always thinking positive. I need you guys and your support. So please share the hashtag SOTM on Twitter. Make sure you tag me on it and spread the word that people can win cards like this every single month. Okay? We need to get more people on board, and for that, I thank you. Okay, moving on to the next point. I have plenty of Puka packs newly created with extra cards from booster packs and other Pucatrade goodies. And guys, I want to send them out to you. What's that? You're not a Patreon? Fair enough. I understand. You can't currently become a Patreon because there's a banking information issue. Maybe PayPal isn't something that you're using. Maybe you're not familiar with Patreon and you just don't have the time to deal with it. But I'm going to give you an opportunity right now where you can get yourself a Puka pack or two. Now, here's how you do that. First, you can contact me, and you know how to do that. pukaminute@gmail.com or on Twitter @MTGEpicMarcus. You guys want some extra cards coming to you. We're asking for donations. Okay? We at least want to cover the shipment cost, which is a stamp, which is 47 cents, an envelope, a hard case, and a soft case. So, if you could send us, whatever you can. If it's only 50 cents, whatever, fine. You guys are what keeps me going. Your excitement and your positivity completely are the reason I do what I do. Yes, it's nice to trade, okay, but I'd be doing that with or without the podcast. I do the podcast for you guys, to share the information and to give and let give. So, if you can find it in your heart to donate to the Puka Minute podcast today, tomorrow, anytime, all you got to do is contact me, all right? Let me know, hey, I want to do my part. I want to send you a friendly donation, and I, in return, would love to send you a gift in return, which would be a Puka pack or more, depending on what we discuss, depending on what you could donate to us. We do have a one-time donation thing set up to where you could send us money to friends and family. And we are a family, remember, on PayPal. So, for instance, John Smith here is like, yeah, I could use some extra cards and I want to help out the podcast. So I'm going to send an email to pukaminute@gmail.com. I'm going to let Marcus know, hey, I'm interested in helping the podcast. And of course, at that point, I'm going to be like, well, hey, I'd love to have you. So you send me a kind donation of $2 on PayPal to a link that I will send to you on the email, or you could also look at one-time donation links in the description below. You will then give me your address. I'll see that you donated, and we will send you some goodies. Some cards, of course. They could be pre-made Puka packs, or I might just grab some cards that I have laying around from my have list. All right? I want to continue to do what we do here, and in order to do that, we have to every now and then do things like this. So, by all means, contact me if you are interested in donating to the Puka Minute podcast and are interested in getting a gift in return. This kind of thing happens all the time with other podcasts and other companies around. Heck, there's some that do, what they do is they send like mystery boxes and stuff like all the time to people that donate. But this is how I like to do it. I like, they're essentially 10 card packs. If you have never heard this before, I'll just say it again. You have a full art land from Battle for Zendikar, or in that slot you would have a revised land. Thank you, Strider. He donated those to the channel. So you'll get one or the other. And then you'll have a handful of commons, 2 or 3 uncommons, and then you'll have a rare or a mythic rare. So, if you're interested in one of these gifts and are interested in helping us out, please contact me as soon as you can. It is Christmas, and I like to give, and I hope you do too. So, let's move on to the next subject that I have here, and that is the delicious Spotlight. That's right. The Pucatrader Spotlight today goes to one really, really great trader. Another amazing Patreon to the Puka Minute Podcast, and he is Pedro Padilla. Pedro is by far one of the nicest guys I've ever talked to. He is, like I said, a Patreon. He has been entered to win multiple contests, and he has not yet won those Patreon contests. He has won daily giveaways in the past, and I just want to give him a shout out on the spotlight today. His name on Pucatrade.com is Pedro plus 10% or more, and he does currently have 20,616 Puka points. So essentially $206.16 worth of Puka points. He currently has 596 wants and a total value of 445,904 Puka points. So he has been listening to our pro tips. He has quite a lot of wants. His top 3 wants, as you can see here on this screenshot, is a Tropical Island, a Grim Tutor, and a Mana Drain. His lowest 3 wants, and this is Pucatrade Puka point value, is Scourge Devil from Shards of Alara, Insolent Neonate, and a Stinkweed Imp from Ravnica, City of Guilds. So, it is important to me to share the spotlight to you of Mr. Pedro Padilla. Now I'm going to go ahead and talk to you a little bit about him in depth, because I believe that it is important for all of us to be in this family, to know each other and about each other. He's been playing Magic since the Mirrodin block, the original Mirrodin block. A friend of his at school was playing Junior Super Series and was really interested in the game because of that. He took a break when he started high school and started playing again halfway through college. Started using Pucatrade because there were a few people at his LGS who had super awesome foiled out Legacy Modern decks. Yeah, that would be pretty sweet. When he asked him how they did get those cards, they let him know that Pucatrade was their source. It is, I'm inclined to tell you that they probably built those pre-Future Sight. When it was a little easier. The community, as we know, has taken a hit since then, but we are on the rebound. Anyway, he tried it out. He got good results, and he believes in the product. So there he was, and there he has been. He's been a constant supporter of this podcast, and for that I thank you. Pedro, you will forever be in my hopes, prayers, dreams, and sensual thoughts. I'm not sure if one of those is stronger than the other. Anyway, his name on Discord, and this is my favorite part, is Rocket Science. So I'm not really sure if he's a rocket scientist, but on Discord, if you see Rocket Science, that is Pedro. So thank you, Pedro, for being here with us. I hope you enjoyed your spotlight. And please, everyone, check him out down below in the description. Will be his link. Check out his want list. See if you could send him something. Maybe he will be your one trade a day. It sure would be great to see his wants go down in number due to the fact that he was in our spotlight today. So, with that being said, I have 3 or 4 other people currently in my DMs on Twitter requesting to be in the spotlight. If you would like to also be in the Pucatrader Spotlight on this podcast, please DM me on Twitter or email us. Of course, you already know those links and names, so do that. And we'd love to have you on the Pucatrader Spotlight. So let's move on to the next order of business in this long-winded Hipfire episode of the Puka Minute Podcast. Julian, it is time for the big money trades. Let's go over the last 48 hours of big money trades on Pucatrade.com. Here they are, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this episode of the Puka Minute Podcast. Like I said before, it's the 22nd of December, and it is close to Christmas, so I hope you're all having a happy holidays. Hope to see you again tomorrow. All 155 subscribers and 20 Patreons that continue to support the success of this podcast. Remember, guys, to check out the subscriber pack giveaway as we continue to do them now that I am back home from the police academy. Good luck winning an EMA pack or a French Innistrad pack or the one pack of Dissension that's also coming up. So, hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Now, let's continue to read this beautiful disclaimer.